WRVA, the voice of Virginia.
Follow Rich Herrera on X at Rich for America.
This is Richmond's Morning News with Rich Herrera on News Radio WRVA.
You know, I'm going on vacation next week, so let's just leave with a bang. How about that? I had a story. Today's National Tattoo Day, and I was going to talk about that, but I'm going to shift over during the 933 experiment. Why? Because I can.
Hey, can I interrupt real quick?
Sure.
Have a great vacation, my friend.
Thank you very much. I've got my whole thing planned now. I'm going to go hang out with Governor Allen, see if Ronald Reagan. I'm going to go get Tobacco Company $1977 prime rib. I'm going to go to Yorktown. I'm going to go to the Squirrels tonight.
So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to
watch golf.
Well, I do that this weekend for sure.
Right.
But Dave and I are going to have a nice, relaxed week.
I'm going to call in. No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send you text messages all morning.
Okay. I'll be the one not looking at my phone.
I'll be the one and by the way, folks, just so you know, if you send me text messages and they're all caps, that means you're screaming at me. So I'm going to send you screaming text messages all morning.
Okay.
I'll have my block on.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So we'll keep the needles bouncing while you're gone, my friend.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Let's open up the phone lines for you because I think this one's going to get people riled up. Tim King just said, yeah, you know, that whole daylight savings time? No, I'm not voting for it. Huh. I thought it was kind of universal that Super Dave speaks for the entire world, right? Dave, you speak for everyone. Don't you?
I like to think I do, but I know I don't, but it's nice. Nice to think that way.
Dave, Super Dave, the leader of this whole coalition of people that want to eliminate changing clocks back and forth. To get rid of the daylight savings time, let's just have one time.
And I don't care if it's daylight saving time or standard. Just
one.
Just pick one and stay with it.
Okay. And now it's Dave, I told you this, and we'll open up the phone lines for you. 833-804-1140. 833-804-1140. I think some people are just saying no because Donald Trump said, let's get rid of daylight savings time. But every time it's the spring, every time it's the fall, it's the same thing. Everybody I talk to, and again, I'm using that overemphasis of everybody, says, can't we just stay one time? Why do we have to change clocks? So I want to know from our audience today, right now, put your name on it, folks. Put your name on it. Daylight savings time, yes or no? I don't care whether it's standard time, daylight savings time, sun in the morning, sun in the afternoon, sun in the evening, early in the morning. It doesn't matter to me. I get up before dawn anyway. A lot of you do as well. But I think it's kind of funny that everybody always screams, oh, let's get rid of it. And then now that they're going to, people are like, oh, no. And people come up with the dumbest reasons. I'll just put that up. I told a story earlier today that when I worked in baseball, the baseball team I worked for, awful attendance. One of the players popped off, and fans got mad. How dare you? It's hard for us to get to the game. It cost us money. You're a millionaire. So the owner goes, fine. You know what? We'll make all the tickets free. Tomorrow's game, every ticket is free. So he said, they told me, Rich, go stand out there and hand out tickets in front of the stadium for people to come in for free. And we all laughed. I said, you know, and the owner told me, he goes, Rich, no matter what I do, somebody's going to complain. He said, I can hand out gold bars if people are going to complain. He goes, I can hand out $100 bills. People complain it's not the right serial number. And he was right. I stood out there and I handed out free tickets and people looked at me like, well, where are your seats? What do you care? They're free. Well, I want to see. Well, let me go see if there's better seats over there. Please, just tell me right now, yes or no, daylight savings time. Pretty simple. I would think most people are just tired of changing their clocks. So what do you all think? This is the time that you get to pipe up at 833-804-1140. 833-804-1140. I'd rather have the sunshine in the afternoon and the evening because I feel like I can live my life better than when it gets dark. What do you think? 833-804-1140. Where am I going to start?
Donna.
on line 1. Donna, good morning on this Friday before I go on vacation. Welcome. You're on News Radio WRVA.
Good morning.
What do you think?
So I like the daylight saving times because I'm like you. I like longer evenings where you can sit outside. But since it seems to be such a harsh reality to change and keep it that way, my thought is, why can't they do a 30-minute change instead of an hour change?
I think, well, there's a couple things to this, I never realized this. As we go around the sun and we change, the days get shorter, the days get longer. So it's just kind of goofy that if you did it for a half hour, it would work some of the time, not work some of the time. That's why it's a full hour. And the only reason I know that is because when I worked in minor league baseball, there was a stadium they built the wrong way, and they had to build a big sunscreen because they'd always have to have delays because of the sun. So they built it thinking, oh, we're so smart. So they spent all this money building this big screen to block out the sun. They didn't realize that the sun sets in different positions. So it was great for about a month and a half until it moved, and then the screen was no good. So it kind of opened up my eyes how big all that is.
Right.
Okay,
Well,
you're for a half hour, but do you want your sunshine in the morning or in the afternoon?
Afternoon.
Me too. I want to be able to grill. I want to be able to grill year round, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Next time I grill, I'll invite you over.
Jerry.
Thanks for the call. Appreciate it, Donna. Let me go to Jerry next. Jerry, welcome. You're on News Radio WRVA. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. All right. Do you want your sunshine in the morning or in the afternoon, evening?
I want it in the evening.
Tell me why.
Well, for one, whenever we move the clock back, I work in the restaurant industry.
Okay.
So every time we move the clock back, everybody's always late.
That's
and then
true.
when we move the clocks back, everybody's still always late, even though they got an extra hour.
Hey, listen, I told you, I've told everybody I was a waiter and a bartender, so I know exactly what you mean. And then, you know what? Those early bird specials, it just messes everybody up, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I'd rather have it.
Bob.
I'd rather have it in the evening, more time. I don't feel like I'm rushed because you know this as someone who works in the food industry. People will come in while it's still light, and then when you get it dark, the crowd will stay away. I guess your day shortens when it gets dark. That's what I'm trying to say, and haphazardly.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. I agree with you 100%.
Okay, I'm right there with you. Thanks for the call. Appreciate it, buddy. Let's see. Where am I going to go next? Bob. Hey, Bob. Welcome. You're on line 4. You're on News Radio WRVA. Good morning.
Well, hello. I like David Salak's town the way it is.
Where we get the sun in the afternoon and we wake up in the dark?
Well, yeah, but I remember when they did that one year, supposedly because of saving energy for Jimmy Carter back in the 70s, and that wasn't so good to have it so dark early in the morning like that. So,
well, that's what we're talking about,
particularly for school children.
Right, that's what we're talking about because Super Dave's such a jerk. He doesn't care that poor school kids are going to have to walk to school in the dark. He doesn't care. He just wants afternoon and evening sunshine. He doesn't care about the kids.
I realize it's late in the night comes early in the wintertime, but still, I think that's the way it ought to be. That's the natural cycle of things. And in the summer, we get extra time in the evenings when it's nice weather and you want to be outside. So I think it works a good plan. It worked well. It's done fine for years. Doesn't need to be changed. I think it worked like a charm as long as they've been doing it. So I don't know why everybody's so riled up.
So, Bob, the funny part is I lived in Arizona twice, and Arizona doesn't change clocks. So I just remember when daylight savings times, they were like, hey, make sure you turn your clocks back. The first time I lived there, I went and changed all my clocks just out of habit. And wait a minute, why am I up? Oh, wait a minute, we don't change here. So they lived their life with one time year round. So I'm right there with you. Hey, Bob, thanks for the call. Appreciate it. That opens up a phone line for you. 833-804-1140, 833-804-1140. Now, I got 2 phone lines open for you, so keep them coming. So far, 100% of people agree with Dave, who doesn't care about school children. He doesn't care about them getting to school on time or being able to be safe walking to school. All he cares about is he wants to be able to sit outside and enjoy the sunshine before he goes to bed. At what time do you go to bed, Dave?
8:30.
Yeah. He wants to be able to enjoy the sunshine. Is there anybody that's pro extra morning sunshine? 833-804-1140. Where am I going to go next? Ed on line 5. Ed, welcome. You're on News Radio WRVA. Good morning.
Good morning. Love the show, Rich.
Thank you, man.
Lighter later, sir. I'm a grill guy, and it's tough coming home at 5:15 in the dark. Not interested.
No, because isn't it kind of depressing?
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is.
So I have a big light that I shine when I try to grill during the wintertime.
How's those bugs work out?
Not very good. Not very good. So yeah, no, I'm with you because I'd like to be able to stand outside with my grill, and I got my apron on, and I got my tongs, and that's as close to having a king in the United States of America. A man standing there in front of his grill is probably the most patriotic thing you could do. I'd rather do it in the sunshine and not have to cower in the dark.
Yeah, Senate's not going to pass it anyway. It doesn't matter. Can't get anything done.
Well, and that's the part where, like, no, I'm not voting for it. You don't even debate it. You're just like, oh, Donald Trump says we can do it. No, then I automatically will be against it. It's just, come on, guys, let's get it together.
Orange man bad no matter what, Rich.
Well, you know that, don't you?
Bill.
You know that whatever he says is wrong, and we should all just. Oh, wait a minute. That's the Trump derangement people. Hey, thanks for calling. Appreciate it. Let me go to Bill on line 1. Hey, Bill, welcome. You're on News Radio WRVA. Good morning.
I'm in favor of standard time all year.
Okay, so you want the sunshine in the morning.
I'm a morning person, less so than you, but when I get up and say on the winter solstice, with daylight savings time all year, the sunrise would be at 8:20 in the morning.
Right. Is that bad?
And yes, because I want to be up and around and walking, taking my morning walk and earlier. Well,
okay, so let me weigh that against people that like the sunshine in the afternoon and the early evenings. So my friend Scott,
I like that too, but
my friend Scott just told me. Hold on a second. Hold on. My friend Scott just told me if you can't grill in the dark, you might as well turn in your man card. Yeah, Scott, you're right. But what if I want to grill? Or here's the other one. Here's the other one. I'll tell you. There's kids that have after school practice Little League. Do I want them practicing in the dark, or would I rather have it be sunshine at 6:00 when you got Little League practice?
Well, start school earlier.
How so?
So you have more time in the afternoon.
Yeah, but it's not about the kids in their school. It's about what time the coaches get done working. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, we had Little League practice right after school at 3:00. Now these kids have practice at 6:00 because all the adults are they're working and the dads can't go there to coach until after they get off work. So practices start at some places 4:35, 6:00, and that's in the dark.
Okay.
So
in 73, I think one of the other callers mentioned that daylight savings time was kept, and there were a lot of complaints. And
well, that's what I was saying. People are going to complain no matter what. No matter what we do, people are going to complain. I guess that's part of being an American. We have so much freedom. We can complain about everything. All right. Thanks for the call. Let me go to Sharon on line 2. Hey, Sharon, welcome. You're on News Radio WRVA. I'm laughing. I cannot get a consensus on where we're going with this. Would you rather have your sunshine in the morning or in the evening?
I want sunshine all the time.
I want sunshine with Sharon all the time.
But my point is about the schools. That's a bunch of baloney because the schools can set what time the kids go to school. The high school kids, when my son was in school, the high school kids went at 7, middle school at 8, and the elementary schools went at 9. So it's light at 9.
Okay. Were your kids good or bad? Did they get in a lot of trouble?
No, never, ever, no.
then your kids are different than me because I was constantly getting in trouble. Richard
But
Steve.
I mean, are you saying that you never let your high school kids go out after dark?
No, I had to be home all the time and help around the
Yeah,
house.
in the winter?
Yeah.
They don't go out after 5 o'clock? Really?
No. So, Sharon, I would get in trouble all the time. I'd get notes sent home to my parents. Richard Stevens seems to talk too much. Can you do something about it? Your son cannot shut up. And now look what I do for a living. So those teachers didn't know it. They did know what they were talking about, but I turned it into something. No, okay. So let me point this out, right?
Okay.
Your kids were not troublemakers like me. Where do you think high school kids and junior high kids are going to get in trouble more often? In the morning or in the afternoon? Because I see kids get out of school at like 2 o'clock. My nephew and niece get out of school sometimes at 1:30. Well, what are you going to do while mom and dad are at work until 5? What if I started school at 9 and then they stayed in school until 4? That means there's less opportunity for them to get in trouble after school.
Well, I think most of the high school have sports and, soccer and indoor sports and swimming. I mean, they have sports year round. They have Boy Scouts. They have all kinds of activities they want to do after school. The high school kids are more involved in activities. So that's why I thought that's why they started early. And also some of them need to work after school.
Okay, there's that. And then the other part is that parents complain, well, I have to drop off Jenny and I've got to do it before school. So you got to start early so I could drop her off at 7 so I can get to work by 8 is the other part. But honestly, Sharon, not your kids because they were good, but the rest of the bad kids like me and my cousins, we're just getting in trouble after school.
Mark.
Get a job.
Tell them to get it. You know what? You should be America's mom.
Go to Mark.
Thank you for the call. Appreciate it. I'm going to go to Mark on line 1. Welcome, Mark.
Hey, good morning. I'm definitely for leaving it the way it is, and I know.
You mean changing over daylight savings time and changing the clocks twice a year?
No, leaving it. I'm sorry. What I mean is leaving it the way it is now, as far as the time.
Yeah, you want your sunshine later, right?
Absolutely, and everybody I know is that way. So what Senator Warner said is a little bit contradicting. So I know where he's coming from, but then I don't because I live in a rural area. So what happens is the kids get off the bus in the dark. They have hour, 20-minute, hour, 30-minute bus rides, some of these kids.
Somebody just said that. Rich, starting school later would not work for people who live, and let's just say
1 minute.
I don't know how to say this word without getting in trouble. My kid's school is 55-minute bus ride, so they wouldn't get home until 6:39. Then somebody just called me a dumb butt, said ball fields have lights for games in the dark. Yeah, but then those kids also, that's just one example. Boy, people are angry today, Mark.
Yes, they are.
I should publish a blog with all the nasty, mean comments I get from our James River Air text line. But I agree with you, Mark. Thank you for pointing that out. All right, that's it. We're done. Dave's telling me, shut up, get out of the way. Brian Kilmeade's coming up next. Our national anthem brought to you by Freedom Services, training the biggest little gun store in town, located in Mechanicsville. All right, I'm going on vacation. I will go recharge the batteries, be back in a week. Gary Hess will sit in next week. But there's a reason we get up every morning, because there's some things that I value that I find are worth standing for. One is always going to be my family, and the other is always going to be this great country. That's why we get up every morning to bring you Richmond's Morning News here on News Radio WRVA.
Please stand for the national anthem of the United States of America. Oh, say can